Good morning, Don't Unfriend Me Nation. Joe Biden, no more Build Back Better. It's Build Back Border Wall Better. It's another letter. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Why? What's going on? I mean, I thought he ran on that he wasn't going to put an inch, a foot, a yard, a mile of border wall ever. He promised all the leftists that. They must be melting down. Well, actually, they are melting down. The mayors are fleeing their cities. They're going to South America and Mexico to find out what the hell's going on. Governors are sending illegal immigrants all over into leftist cities because of sanctuary cities, and they want it to stop. What is Joe Biden to do? Admit he's wrong? No, go ahead and put the blame on somebody else. Here it is.
On the border wall. The border wall, the money was appropriated for the border wall. I tried to get them to reappropriate, to redirect that money. They didn't. They wouldn't. And in the meantime, there's nothing under the law other than they have to use the money for what it was appropriated. I can't stop that.
Do you believe the border wall works?
No.
Joe Biden doesn't believe the wall works, but he's going to go ahead and make sure that the money that was appropriated for it after he went to the Supreme Court and tried to stall it, but has to go ahead and do it now, is not going to admit that he was wrong and that Donald Trump could have been right. Well, I wonder what Mayorkas said about this. Well, what he said was, I want to address today's report relating to a border wall and be absolutely clear. He said in a statement, there is no new administration policy with respect to border walls. From day one, this administration has made clear that a border wall is not the answer. Actually, they never said that. They called it a barrier or some sort of, vertical negotiating device that would temporarily stop people from coming in, whatever language they could use to completely disassociate themselves from Donald Trump. But it's funny because Mayorkas said earlier in the day that there was an immediate need for a wall. But of course, Biden found out about that and they slapped him down. Here's KJP trying to dodge the bullets incoming from everybody.
Does he have a disagreement with his Department of Homeland Security Secretary?
I want to tell you what the president said and what your colleague asked him. He said, no, he doesn't believe that the border wall affects it.
Speaking in direct contradiction to what his own
I know, I hear you.
Secretary
I hear
says.
you. I'm speaking for the president. This is something that we were required by law and we are complying. This is an administration that does believe in the rule of law. DHS is required to comply by the law. We are complying by the law. DHS is complying by the law.
He said there will not be another foot of wall constructed in my administration. So something changed. What?
You want us to break the law? Is that what you want?
Why not
Congress,
fight them more?
Congress appropriates the funding. We asked them to not use that funding for that particular purpose. They denied it, and now we're complying with the law.
And now they're lying because in no way, shape, or form in 2020 or 21 did they ask for that money to be reappropriated. They blocked it. They didn't. They had the House and the Senate. They had a mandate from the people. Why didn't they do something with it? Well, we know because it was unconstitutional to do so, because Joe Biden's job is to protect the border. And Donald Trump had every right to go ahead and take that money from the national defense because they were being a bunch of chicken shits and wouldn't give him the money that he asked for to do his job. Donald Trump said, so interesting to watch crooked Joe Biden break every environmental law, 26 of them, because remember, the environment's important. And it's such a crucial thing that we can break 26 laws that go ahead and stop certain things from happening that's supposed to protect the environment. Why? Well, because we realized we were breaking the law and we could no longer do it. Lastly, he said, will Joe Biden apologize to me as and America? Absolutely not. Joe Biden doesn't know how to do it. Here are all the times Donald Trump said, that's right, we need a barrier or a wall.
We need the wall, and it has to be built, and we want to build it fast. We're going to build a wall. It's going to be built.
And we have to build the wall.
And by the way, the wall is being built. That's true.
Well, it is now. Well, at least 20 miles of it. Of course, it's not enough. It's never going to be enough. We have to go ahead and get the whole thing taken care of. We have to increase the amount of Border Patrol there and give them the latest and greatest technology. Of course, Democrats say technology is good enough alone, but what technology? There is no new technology unless you want to put anti-personnel mines, but you can't do that because somebody's going to go ahead and get offended. The interesting thing is, why would Joe Biden do this now? Of all the gin joints in all the world, why this particular one? Well, it's pretty simple, because voters are melting down. Not just Republicans, mind you, because remember, there is no border crisis. Listen to this.
That's the simple solution is no. Turn the buses around.
Becoming a community of black people where we already get the low scraps. And then you want to take the little scrap, the resources that we have, and put us at the bottom of the barrel? That's not fair.
You cannot keep bringing immigrants in. The city does not have the money.
You cannot track them. You ain't tracking them good at the police station. You don't know their name, but you want to spread them all over the city.
It is unsanitary, it's unsafe, and it's just
Wrong is the word she's looking for. And here's the nuts straight, just the nuts of it. And it's real simple. Joe Biden is wrong, dead wrong to be exact. The guy needs to understand it's okay to say, I'm going to go ahead and change my position because of this. But it very much is reminiscent of no new taxes, read my lips. This is going to be hung over his head during election time, along with everything else that he's doing wrong. Mayorkas backpedaling is perfect. Once again, saying one thing, that there's an immediate need, but then a disconnect between him and Joe Biden and his administration. KJP standing on stage and saying, you know what, I'm just not going to go ahead and answer that, or let me circle back with you. It's amazing. What do you want us to do? Break the law? Yeah, Americans want you to do whatever it takes to stop the border being porous and being open and drugs coming across with criminals. Yes. Citizens are up in arms in New York, Chicago, Arizona, all over the place. Democrat strongholds, they're saying, stop, we can't do this anymore. It doesn't make sense when all of these cities have a massive homeless problem. Let's go ahead and bring in unfettered access to more homeless people. That should work. We owe an apology to Ron DeSantis and Greg Abbott, governors from Texas and Florida, who took the illegal immigrants coming and shipped them up into the most sensitive spots that Democrats wouldn't like. Doesn't sound like trafficking now. It sounds like good policy. Here's the big one. Does this make the Biden administration xenophobic and racist, and they hate Mexican people and South Americans and Chinese and anyone else coming across? It sure sounds like it to me. This is too ultra MAGA for my taste. We need more than 20 miles of wall, folks. We need to look at how we have a path to citizenship in this country and fix the issue. Stop allowing people to wait in country, giving them a 9-month court date, and then having them never appear. We need them to stay in their own country and wait their turn. 26 federal regulations overturned that protected the environment, and you guys are supposed to be all about the earth? Wow. Good luck in the vote. Maybe you can give away some more free college. Folks, thanks for watching the Don't F. Remy Show. My name is Matt Spear. It's good to have you. Thanks for stopping by. You can go pick up some new shirts and hats and coffee all the way over at thedumbshow.com. If you use code DUM10, you can save 10% off your entire order, and we give 10% back to Travis Manion Foundation. Olivia and I are on tonight. We cannot wait to see you then. Thanks so much for watching, and good night.